If it is or if it ain't, it's going to come out. Good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Miracle Sims, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration juice. It is April the 15th, 2023, and today the topic is Rest in the Queue. Happy Saturday, y'all. Happy Saturday. I hope that you all had a great day yesterday. Mine was just fine. Shout out to our guest last night on the GSL Talk Show. If you guys missed it, you missed a treat. It was Miss Jan Mitchell, and she shared all about how she found purpose after the loss of her late husband and everything like that. Powerful testimony as always, y'all. So again, if you missed it, you should be able to see it as our featured video on GodSexAndLove.com. as well as it is in our playlist and whatnot on our channel and everything like that. Go tune in because she was dropping all kinds of gems and nuggets of wisdom that I believe will be a blessing to you. So I hope that you guys, go check that out if you so feel led to do. And yeah, shout out to her. She's an amazing lady that also decided to sow into the GSL ministry, so shout out to her for that as well. It was unexpected and greatly appreciated. So on behalf of me and the team, thank you so much for that. Friends, so there's a lot going on in my head, heart, and mind at the moment. It is well after the usual time for me to record, but again, I'm just gonna let the spirit move when it comes to this, show, segment, however you want to look at it. When it comes to the juice, your daily dose of inspiration, I'm just gonna continue to let the Lord lead me. So it is my intention again for this to be a morning show and everything like that. But if y'all don't care about the time, I'm not gonna care about the time in regards to if this thing is out by 6 a.m. or not. Because again, I record with the intention that people can tune in the morning whenever they get up or throughout the day or whenever. So that's what it's ultimately about. But yeah, y'all, I guess, listen, I don't know if today is just for me, the topic today, or what. But I feel like the Lord, was showing me a thing or two. And it might, again, go specifically with me and my situation, but it could be, obviously, for somebody else, whoever's listening to the sound of my voice. I believe that, hey, perhaps this conversation is for you too. Rest in the queue. Now, y'all, there's a few things that has led me to this topic this morning. First, I would say that, okay, I woke up at the sound of my alarm, and I got kind of occupied doing a bunch of different things. I listened to prayer meditation, did all of that stuff. But I found myself to be a little bit busy-minded, like I was yesterday and everything like that. And if I talk about yesterday real quick, not too much happened, but some things happened. I had a virtual meeting yesterday, again, for a potential opportunity, and an opportunity that I've been going back and forth about. And I'm not sure exactly why I'm going back and forth, because on one hand, I'm like, I feel like it's a great opportunity. But on the flip side, I'm like, I don't know if the Lord wants me to do it or not. I keep going back and forth about that, I think. And so, so I was in the midst of the meeting and whatnot, and, getting information and everything like that. And so, yeah, I mean, I did observe a couple of things, but I'm still going to probably seek some more counsel. I feel like I've seek counsel about this before, but I mean, I think I'm going to seek a little bit more counsel. I'm going to talk to my husband, see if he'll actually, you know what I'm saying, you know, help me think about this, because my thing is like, it's going to affect us, you know what I mean? It's not just a me thing. So, you know, obviously I want to do things that are going to be beneficial and enhance what the Lord is doing with us, for us, and through us. And so that's the thing. Like, at the end of the day, again, wanting to make informed and, you know, wise decisions and everything like that. So that's one thing that took majority of the day. Later on, I got I finally received my box from Random and Chic. I don't know if I told y'all, but I ended up ordering another mystery box. And so I got that yesterday, and I actually did an unboxing video and everything like that. So if you guys are interested in stuff like that, I mean, I just kind of did it for fun. And also to just kind of share an honest, transparent review of the brand and whatnot. Still love the company, still love the brand. I think I majority of my pieces and everything I enjoyed as well, but I go deeper into all of that. If you guys just check out Actress Miracle Sims, the YouTube channel, and you'll see that review if you're interested in things like that. If not, then y'all probably gonna see the clothing items and whatnot on the show at some point and whatnot. But this is just a way for me to just treat myself in this season. A look of abundance, you know what I'm saying? Wanted to elevate my style and things like that. And so, yeah, like I said, it's my second box with Random and Chic. I think it's a great company. The owner and everything is inspiring, just in regards to her posting and the things that, you know, the way she styles and everything like that is inspiring to me. And so, you know, so far I feel like my investments have been worth it thus far. You know, I believe that the pieces that I received yesterday, I can make them work. You know, I believe that they are, you guys can go deeper and look at the video if y'all are interested in all that type of information. Let's get back to the juice, y'all. Okay. So those are the main things that happened yesterday. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you guys know the talk show came out as well yesterday. Yeah, that's about it. Now, so like I said, I woke up this morning, listened to the prayer meditation, did all of that. At some point, the word rest came into my heart and mind. And I was like, okay, rest. Okay, you know, I'm like, well, Lord, are you telling me to rest? Do I need to rest right now? Do I need to not do the juice this morning? You know, then of course the word Sabbath came back into my heart and mind. You know, I started, because when I look up rest, obviously it starts looking up Sabbath when you look up rest in Bible. And so I was like, Lord, are we talking about the Sabbath again? Like, oh my gosh. Like, you know, and I was starting to look up articles and look into, you know, a couple of different questions. I went to gotquestions.org. Did I finally put that on here for y'all? Yes, I finally did. Okay. I went to gotquestions.org and looked up a couple of things regarding rest and whatnot. And some was resonating, but some wasn't. I just was like, okay, well, Lord, I don't know. What are you trying to show me? Tell me about rest, you know? Again, I was going back and forth about whether I was even going to go live or whatever, because I just was like, well, maybe the Lord's telling me I need to rest. I mean, I haven't had a quote-unquote vacation, you know, from doing the juice since my birthday in 2021, right? Or, okay, Christmas Eve. You know, I get, you know, I think I did take a break Christmas Eve morning, but I can't remember. I don't know. So I was like, are you telling me to rest, Lord? You know? So looking into all of that, you know, again, some verses were standing out to me, and then at the same time, I was still kind of like, So then I started to go deeper, looking up the definition of rest, and that's, I think, where things started to take a bit of a turn. And I think I was starting to see things a little bit differently in regards to this word rest. So I don't believe the Lord was telling me to rest as in like take a break or something like that. I believe that this is what the Lord was revealing to me. So I looked at the definition of rest this morning, and this is what the second definition said. It says, be placed or supported so as to stay in a specified position. again, since I jumbled that up, I'm gonna read it again just in case, because this might be for me. I believe it's for me, but I also believe it might be for somebody else. So here it is. Be placed or supported so as to stay in a specified position. So this stood out for a lot of reasons because I feel like yesterday again I'm one of the observations that I made about the opportunity is whatnot is that it was already kind of conflicting with things that the Lord has established in this season with me. And I also believe that this morning I was receiving that, like, you're in the right place at the right time doing the right thing. Because that conversation last night with Miss Jan, again, all the guests on GSL, like, honestly, if you watch the talk show, all of the guests are phenomenal. All of them have amazing testimonies and stories. And again, I know that there's no way I would have met majority of those people if I had not stepped out on faith to do this, the juice that y'all are listening to today. And again, those that don't know, April 1st, 2020 was the first time of me embarking on doing this, the juice. And so you guys can see, between then and now, what the Lord has done, because I've shared it just about every day, and everything like that. And so I have been very intentional about saying that in this season, whatever happens needs to be enhancing what God is already doing and established, and not taking away from. And so that kind of was like a little bit of confirmation for me, and that's what got me doubting the opportunity again. Because I'm like, well, Lord, are you trying to tell me something in regards to that? But hey, if you listen to the sound of my voice today, I don't know, is the Lord trying to tell you to stay in a specific position? Again, because I do believe that this is beyond me, right? So I started to go deeper. So as I was looking at that definition, the word placed stood out to me. And so I looked up both the definition of place and placement. So place says put in a particular position. And then placement says the action of putting someone or something in a particular place, or the fact of being placed. So I was like, okay, Lord, I do believe and receive that you have placed me in this particular place, in this position. Again, right time, right place, and everything like that. So again, it was really, really making me lean towards maybe I need to be making some different decisions right now. Like maybe I need to be, because some verses were standing out to me before I started going deeper about the definitions. And I'm going to share one of them in a moment. But let me read another definition for you guys. The word queue, because yes, y'all see that it is in the topic today, rest in the queue, all right? The word queue says this: a line or sequence of people or vehicles awaiting their turn to be attended to or to proceed. So first of all, let me give a shout out to my brother over there in Pakistan, brother Sammy. He is again the first member of the International Dream Team, and all of a sudden he sent me a message this morning, and he was thanking me again for our ongoing business, and he mentioned that my orders being in the queue has been a blessing to him. And that word queue stood out to me this morning. So, Brother Sammy, you became part of the inspiration, or what you said and did became part of the inspiration or confirmation for today for me in regards to what to talk about, as well as what the Lord was showing me. Because, you guys know that song, You're Next in Line for a Miracle. Perhaps we are next in line for a miracle. But we are doing things or trying, right, to make the moves when God is telling us to rest. God is telling us to stay in the position we're in. Don't try to cut the line. Don't try to, get in front of somebody else, X, Y, and Z. you stay in your position and you coming up next in the queue is what I'm receiving this morning. Now, I don't know fully what this means. Because again, going back and forth about this did make me think about the opportunity, but it also was like, well, again, maybe it could be about me and this opportunity, or it could just be a general message for whoever's going to listen to this recording or watch this live video or whatever the case is. So by all means, again, if you're listening to the sound of my voice today, if this is resonating with you in any way, then seek the Lord about what he is saying to you for your specific situation. However, let me share with you guys some things that stood out to me. All right. So again, before I got the revelation about rest and all of that, I think when I started looking up verses centered around rest, y'all know where I go look at my verses most of the time. I go to openbible.info and I put in the different subject matter and whatnot into the search bar. So most likely, I know I looked up rest. I think by the time I started looking up place and stuff like that, placement, I know stay in your lane came into my mind, different things like that. I started to look up those different quotes and whatnot. And I don't remember which one led me to this verse, but at some point, Jeremiah 6:16 stood out to me. And this is what it says. It says, "Thus says the Lord, stand by the roads and look and ask for the ancient paths where the good way is, and walk in it and find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk in it." I don't know if this is Pope this morning or what, but you guys can go deeper and look at everything that Jeremiah 6 has to say, because it's very interesting. It tells basically what happens to the individuals that don't walk the good path, and everything like that, not walking in the way that the Lord is telling them to go, and everything like that. But that really stood out to me this morning. I'm like, okay, Lord, I want to do your will. I want to do, what you want me to do. If I'm straying off the path, I guess I need some confirmation here. I mean, and not to say that this isn't good enough, right? Because this probably should be the confirmation for me, and everything. But I think because how you when opportunities and things look good, right, and they feel good or they sound good, you don't want to miss out on opportunities. Again, I'm somebody that has definitely experienced a lot of closed doors in my life, right? And so when doors are open, I'm like, okay, doors are open. I see a door, a window of opportunity, whatever the case is, I see it open. And usually the Lord, allows me to walk on in, and then we see some fruit or X, Y, and Z. But every now and then I do understand the concept. Shout out to brother Marcus, that says the phrase, well, every good idea is not a God idea. So that's something as well to keep in our hearts and minds when we're making decisions and everything like that, because everything may not be from the Lord, and so again, I think this is what makes me go back and forth and stuff like that, because again, I'm seeking the Lord. I want to make sure I'm making good decisions and wise decisions and doing what's going to be beneficial to me in my life, as well as our family and everything like that. So yeah, obviously I have a lot of things that I'm pondering on, right? But let's keep talking about these verses and whatnot. And so here's another verse that stood out to me this morning. It's Psalm 46:10. It says, "Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth." At the end of the day, this is God's overall, I guess, mission. He's going to be exalted. And so I guess the thing is, it's are we staying in line with the mission? That is the question, I guess, that we should ask ourselves in regards to the things that we embark on. Is this going to, again, enhance the kingdom, enhance the mission, enhance the things of God? listen, again, I don't know if this is just for me. I don't know if it's just for you. I don't know, but these are the things that stood out to me this morning, and I'm just sharing them and everything like that. So then, now before I got into this deep dive, right, when I was thinking about just rest in general, and I was like, okay, well, yeah, I know at some point rest and delegation came into my heart and mind, so I thought that was going to be the topic today. I was like, okay, rest and delegation. I understand that concept because, Lord, I've had to, delegate some tasks to other people and whatnot. So shout out to the International Dream Team. Y'all know Miss Elizabeth is still going strong with me and everything like that. And she's like a everyday person that I'm, like I said, constant communication with, and she's doing a variety of things with me, for me, and whatnot. So yeah, every now and then I understand the concept of delegating and things like that. So I was like, well, Lord, what are you showing me here, right? And so ultimately, I did go back to GodQuestions.org. And then I came across this, it was asking the question about burnout. Because again, like I said, I was looking into rest, and I came across a question about burnout and then the answer. And they mentioned Mr. Jethro, Moses's father-in-law. They mentioned some wise counsel that he gave to Moses. And so that is in the Go Deeper section, that account. But as I was reading the account, this is the verse that stood out to me the most. It's Exodus 18:18. It says, "Thou wilt surely wear away, both thou and this people that is with thee. For this thing is too heavy for thee. Thou art not able to perform it thyself alone." So even in this verse, if I break down what really, really stood out to me, it was the part that says both me and the people. Now I put myself into it, right? Because again, I was thinking about the different things that I'm experiencing and whatnot. And so if I put myself into it, it's saying that I will surely wear away both me and the people that are with me. If I'm straying off the path, right? If I'm trying to cut the line or all this different type of stuff, if I don't rest in the queue and go the good way, right? The way that the Lord is saying of me, then what I'm receiving is that I will, wear away and the people connected to me as well. And so I think, again, this is just another thing that reiterates how important it is for us to be in the will of God, right? To be doing things according to his will, his way, because it don't just affect you, it affects the people that are connected to you. And so, like I said, there's a lot of things on my heart and mind this morning. I'm like, well, Lord, are you trying to tell me to let go of that other opportunity? Because if you want to let it go, I'm okay with letting it go, because at the end of the day, I've seen God be a provider. I've shared with you guys on here numerous times about like all the different things that I've been through, especially since 2019. And that's why I'm not worried, about any of the things. I guess I just want to, do things decent in order, make the best decision, as well as, not just let go of opportunities, at least try and see like if this is what the Lord wants me to do. So I'm seeking God about me and my personal thing. I hope this is encouraging and inspiring you to do that as well for you in your life, because apparently, again, each and every decision is huge. Apparently, y'all, each and every decision that we make is a huge thing. So, let's just keep this in our hearts and minds. Now, in order to do that, y'all, I guess I'll leave y'all with this verse right here. It's 1 Chronicles 16:11. It says, "Seek the Lord and his strength. Seek his presence continually." So if you guys are in doubt or, worried or any of these type of things, if you're like in the place where you're like, well, Lord, I'm trying to seek you. I'm trying to understand what you want me to do. X, Y, and Z. If this conversation is resonating with you in any way, I hope that you are encouraged and inspired to seek the Lord and his strength and seek his presence continually in all of your choices. And That's the juice, y'all. That is the juice. Now, the Bible verse of today is John 10:7-9. It says, Then said Jesus unto them again, Verily, verily, I say unto you, I am the door of the sheep. All that ever come before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved and shall go in and out and find pasture. Friends, I hope you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all on Monday, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye. Did you know that you can support us for just 99 cents a month? That's right, friends. You can support everything that we do here at GSL for just 99 cents a month. Take a look around wherever this post is. You might see a link or maybe even a button that says support. Go there, check out the options, consider supporting us because, we enjoy bringing you all the daily inspiration as well as the weekly talk show, but we have much, much more to come. Thank you so much for the consideration. Bye-bye.